Let me bang.
I do let you bang. Hey,
let me bang you, James, man.
I let you bang. I let you bang.
Greetings, marriage and virgins.
Go for Jesus. No forget Jesus, people.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time once again for your favorite mixed martial arts podcast. Recording out of Los Angeles, California, it's MMA Roasted with Adam Hunter.
What's up, people? We got a brand new MMA Roasted podcast. I'm here with Bill Dawes. I'm here with Don Frye's house and Jason Miller. I could just see. Oh, there we go. There we go. Don Frye, how are you, man? You got the. I could see you. You got the shirt tucked in. You look good. Hello.
Yeah, I was out with the horses. Just got in. I just saw that I had to get my ass down here to do the podcast. I was feeding the horses, smoking a cigar.
Now, somebody told me, they're like, hey, what's Don doing? I'm like, he's doing great. Dude's a survivor. He's just kicking ass. But on the weekends, you take your horse and you patrol the border. Now, is this true? Do you do that? Thank you, Jason.
I have to feed the cat.
Hell yeah.
So, Don, do you actually patrol the border? Oh God! Off to a great already. This is great.
What are you doing, Bill?
I'm trying to get into a room.
Yeah, but this is the worst organized. Anyway, I've been writing 10,000 jokes for Gutfeld. It's been great, man, but fucking exhausting. Like, I feel like I'm just like blah, 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 blah. I'm in Canada. I had to. Take a plane yesterday with a 4-hour layover. I'm doing the meeting with Greg from the airport, and I have to press mute every 10 seconds because while I'm trying to help him with jokes, I hear now boarding gate A. So I'm constantly doing that. Not sleeping at all. Finally here in Edmonton. I love Canadians though. Canadians are nice people, which is good. Don just left. Mayhem is not here.
Well, you're bragging.
And Bill's
bragging.
Jason, by the way, you have a new podcast with my friend Erica Rhodes. You guys have great chemistry.
Oh,
great chemistry.
I don't have a new podcast with Erica Rhodes. That is my last podcast. The new podcast is with Matan Evanoff.
Okay, so now that's consistent. You and Matan have a show?
No, I have a show. Different people come on it every time. Adam Hunter, how do you not understand the entertainment business? We've been plugged up its ass for fucking 20 years.
Thank you, Jason. I was trying to give you a shout out, maybe tell people about what you're doing. You seem like you're handling the success very well. Bill, how are you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm just trying to find a quiet place to
what
talk.
A fucking disaster. Why am I doing this? I could be asleep. I should be asleep right now. I've got no fucking sleep in the last couple of days. Man, but anyway, let's talk. Let's talk.
Bill,
2 minutes.
Bill,
I'll be back.
Bill.
Yes.
Can anybody hear me on this fucking podcast?
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm just screaming into the ether.
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm in a hotel.
Bill.
I was looking for a meeting space, and they don't have one, so that's what I'm looking for. I'll be fine in 2 minutes.
What state are you in?
Confusion.
Yeah, delusion.
By the way, Jason, do you ever have people ask you for favors where you're like, how could I possibly help you?
All the time. What are you talking about, bro? Fucking Jesus Christ, bro.
That's Hollywood in general.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Who's trying to get help?
I have a friend who she joined the military. She used to be a clown, right? Really nice person. And she was trying to
Used to be a clown?
Yeah, like a sad clown though. Like a legitimately sad clown. And she joined and now she joined the army. I guess she's looking strong, she's doing great. But she's like, hey, I'm trying to transfer to the Air Force. Could you have Dana White call Trump and see if he could put a word in? And I'm like,
Yeah, listen, Hey, let me just tell you a little secret about delusional people. If you jump in on their delusion, they're pumped. You fucking make a quick call to me, all right? I'll stand in for Dana White. I'll be like, yeah, that's fine, Adam. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I'll call Trump tonight. And then bingo, bango, get a BJ. Don't tell the wife though.
I mean, what type of poll do you think I have?
I'm recently all about leaning into fucking people's delusions. One of the kids at stepdaughter's school thinks she's a cat. I brought a litter box.
Really?
Yeah. So now she shits in the litter box. It's fine. It's fine. We're all happy. You know, it's at Michael Jackson Middle School.
That is so not true.
You call me a liar, bro? You can't even find a place to do the podcast at.
Another person asked me, they're like, "Hey, listen, you know," and the kid was like a teenager, so I give him some leeway. But he's like, "Hey, I'm trying to put up stuff, UFC content on YouTube, and the UFC keeps striking it down. Can you ask Dana if it's okay?" I'm like, "What?"
Buddy, you need to take a motherfucking improv class because I was just yes and
Yes. Agreed.
I mean, I'm getting on it right now. Honestly, I texted him earlier today about what sandwich I was going to eat.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, but I get back to these people, and I'm just like, I can't help you. I'm sorry. You know,
bro, you are not.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Adam, again, so long in Hollywood, and you haven't figured nothing out, bro. You got to wield this power. They think that you, because you're on the same screen that Dana White always shows up on, that you are connected intimately. You need to lean into this. And bro, let's get some free steaks at least.
It's like when people text you from a wrong number, do you go, "I'm sorry, wrong number," or do you fuck with them? You gotta,
because they're trying to scam me, or the people that are like, "Hey, what's going on?" And some Asian girl picture or something, like that's a scam. So of course I'm gonna be like, "You got me."
You think that, but remember, you're in the public eye, okay? I once got hunted and fucking captured by a hot ass Asian lawyer who played this weird wrong phone number game with me until I was in her bedroom.
What?
Be careful.
There's really nothing that you can tell me, Jason, where I won't be like, yeah, that there's really nothing he could tell me where I'm like, that didn't happen.
That's true. That's a good point. Everything is either a lie or totally true.
I'm just me, right? So I'm like always just floating around being me, not realizing the absurdity of who I am. And like a dude rolling around named Mayhem. Okay, that's okay. You can believe that. There's plenty of Mayhems in prison. So I'm rolling around. I talked to this kid in Nashville. He goes, you know, he's standing there looking kind of buff with his chicks. You know, he's like frat boy status. You know, he's like, "I'm a Muay Thai fighter." I was like, "Yeah, I'm a Muay Thai fighter too, actually." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I was a champion fighter. You know, I did mixed martial arts. I never really did Muay Thai, but I consider myself an artist." And he's like, "Huh? Oh, yeah." And then he keeps chatting with me, and I'm like, "Yeah, I got this toy store that I have that's, you know, we sell Hello Kitty." And then we keep going on. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm doing comedy." And this guy's like, "You're a Muay Thai fighter that does comedy that has a toy store, and you're from LA." And I was like, "Well, yeah. I mean, it sounds funny when you put it like that, yeah." But it's true, motherfucker. I'm me. Yeah,
right.
And he fucked off, bro. Yeah.
Don, how are you doing, man?
All right.
All right.
Yeah, just dealing with the drama in my kid's life, you know. She broke up with one boyfriend she's been with for several years. Broke up with him about 3 or 4 months ago. Went over to Virginia to house sit for her mother's friends while they went on vacation. While she was there, she falls in love. So now she wants to back up and move to Virginia and take the horses with her. So I'm gonna miss the horses, that's for damn sure. I'm gonna have to find me another horse of my own now.
Wait, hold on, because the beginning got a little mangled up. So you and your girlfriend split up and she's taking the horses?
You know, my daughter.
A daughter.
My daughter fell in love in Virginia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so she's gonna move to Virginia.
Don, I had no idea
Yeah.
that was your daughter. I had no clue.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, Virginia is for lovers.
Now,
Good
Don,
point.
do you like the guy or no?
You know, I met the kid 15 years ago when he was a kid. You know, now he's 28 years old. He's got a job, so and he's conservative, so can't beat that.
All right, there you go. And your daughter is in love, moving to Virginia. Does he get intimidated by you at all? Does it like he know that you're the legend Don Frye?
Well, I don't know. I haven't talked to him for 15 years, you big dummy. Are you listening to this fucking story?
Hey, but wait, I like that he passed the Fox News quiz, and that was the test.
Yes.
Are you conservative and do you have a job? That's all the requirements you need.
That's all you
What
need.
kind of truck do you have?
Did you guys watch the fights last week? I know it's Friday and the fights are off everyone's minds, but did you guys watch the UFC fights last week?
Yeah.
Which oh yeah, I watched the title fight. I was working, but yeah, I watched the title fight in my fucking hand like that. You know, I thought it was awesome. Yeah, that was badass, bro. I was excited. I want to hear your thoughts.
My thoughts are that, like, you know what? I like the fact that if you could win a certain way and nobody can beat it, then fucking do it, especially when you're taking no damage. I mean, people used to hate the way GSP fought, and then he retired, and now all of a sudden everyone misses GSP. So if Chimaev is that good and you can't beat him, you can't beat him. Why would you want to stand there and trade punches? Not everyone's going to be Don Frye. So I think he fought a good fight. I think he made DDP look average at best. I have nothing bad to say about it.
What is everyone saying about Chimaev? They're just saying that it's boring. And
boring, bullshit.
Fight.
It was not boring at all. It was not boring. It was like a work of art. Like, it was beautiful. Every time the guy stood up, he put him down. It was hilarious. It was like comical. And I would point out, I was the only one to not slobber all over DDP's balls that last episode. I was like, I said Chimaev's going to out wrestle him, and then the rest of the podcast, you guys are like, DDP's the best. All right, guys. And you know what though? Because I've got caught up in that mania before, I recognized it because on MMA Roasted, it's a nice little science experiment here because sometimes all of us will get juiced up about a certain guy and we all will be like, yeah. The propaganda worked. We all got pumped. And then it will be like, a close fight or the guy will lose. But I'm taking note. Every time that we all get pumped up collectively, I think the propaganda is fixing our brain to.
Well, I think also the fact that like one of us is really hyped on the guy and we trust that person's opinion. So then all of us like, oh, he knows what he's talking about.
I know.
I think that was like Cejudo last time. We're like, oh, Henry must know everything.
Yeah. I think that's what I recognized that from because we did it before where we're all pumped. But it just doesn't work out for the guy sometimes.
Who's been training with Chimaev is Pat Downey, who's been on the podcast before. Pat Downey was a guy that, great wrestler, but was like the bad boy of wrestling, kept getting thrown out of leagues, even though he was like made the world team and got knocked out in one of his fights in Bellator, didn't take it seriously, was training at 24-Hour Fitness. Seemed like his life was really going downhill, but now it's back up and he's Chimaev's main training partner. Don, what do you think of the fight?
I didn't see it. I'm glad I didn't see it. You get the world champion getting bitch slapped, taken down repeatedly. I mean, it made him look like a fucking one-legged junior high school wrestler. Blind in one eye, couldn't see out the other. And he got dominated. And it's embarrassing. It's shameful.
Yeah.
Bill?
Okay, at one point, I think in the third round, I thought Chimaev could finish this fight, but he's not because the Russian mafia has his family at gunpoint right now. Because it felt like he should have finished. He kept getting under his neck.
No.
And then, I know, I realize that now, but part of me was like, is he toying with it? Because it felt very like cat and mouse.
Oh, bro, it's just that fucking meat truck. When you wrestle with like 5'5" guys and they're meatheads?
Yeah.
What DDP is, and he's 6 foot tall. So, you know what I'm saying? He got no neck anyway. He's like built to defend submissions, that guy. Like, really. And then he's good at submissions. But, man, Chimaev had his hands full, bro. That guy, for the weight class, is a lanky monster, you know, which is great for the chain wrestling that he did. You know, he certainly had like these outside steps and scuttle ways, even when DDP was upright, to like off balance him immediately. So it was just like Don said, the guy's blind.
It does kind of seem like a lot of guys that don't come from a wrestling background are harder to submit because they just learn basic shit. But they
no. What you're not getting is a meathead guy, naturally strong guy, like, you know, the Brussels cows that are all jacked up now. You know, that's what that South African is like, bro. He's got crazy musculature that's built from, you know, probably the ground up. Think about how he started. He didn't start with wrestling. He probably started jiu-jitsu, right? So his first days on the mat were defending fucking, you know, gi stuff and defending.
I think he started kickboxing, right? Wasn't he? I think he was more of a kickboxer.
What I'm saying is he somehow got like weightlifting strong over the course of his career, really big, and also like, you know, defensive. Anyway.
Yeah. He learned the turtle, and that's it.
Early, like that was day 2 for him, no problem. Now, what's interesting to me is I got into it on Twitter about the fight, and Sean Strickland hit me up and said he worked Chimaev in the room on the mat, which is interesting because what that tells me is that Chimaev, you saw his submission game, he was very conservative. He didn't try to really, you know what I mean? You could have jumped hooks when he had the guy's neck, but instead he just like, you know, safely got back into the turtle back position and worked them a little more and crucifixed them over and over again. He was safe. What that tells me is that old Sean took him in the jiu-jitsu room, roll around a lot and caught him. So in Sean, and sometimes all a dude needs is the confidence to fucking get up. Bro, throw Sean back in there, motherfucker. I don't know who he's got to fight for the title, but let's get another Sean fucking rally going, man.
But by the way, Jason, would you agree to have someone in the crucifix for that long? Your leg strength has to be insane because DDP, as strong as he is, he couldn't get that arm out. It's just saying, it's like I've been held in the crucifix. I've been able to wrench it out.
It's back to the anatomy. This guy is a long, lanky guy, and I noticed that those guys can hold that crucifix position more because his hips kept shifting each time the DDP would try to wiggle. He would just shift. I got excellent at that position for a while, training at Team Quest with Dan Henderson because we would always work that, and I did that move in Japan a bit. You know, it's harder there because there's no elbows, but you can knee the guy in the face, so I did that sometimes. So, but that crucifix position is really one of those vibes that you get after you do it a lot. If you keep doing it in the room, the guys, you'll figure it out. You know what I mean? It's an annoying thing to do to your training partners. It sucks, but it's great to learn. And once you get that high leg over and got the scissors, it's like a weird, like, riding position. You can hold that all day, man. It sucks.
So yeah, a lot of fighters were like, "Oh, this is boring." Blah blah blah. I know what's his name. Dylan Dennis went on Ariel Helwani and said he's the one guy that could beat Chimaev.
I love this guy. I don't know. I didn't watch all Dylan Dennis fights, but I love
two of them. There's been 2 of them.
Okay, well, maybe I should get on that.
And he can't even name the guys he beat. He doesn't know who they were. And then the one boxing match, he gets beat up by Logan Paul.
Listen, how the fuck is he getting these paydays then? He's a master of self-promotion.
He's a great troll.
I think he came from money. I think they say he came from money. I don't even think he even needs to do this. I think he does all this shit because he's bored.
You know what? That's like a violent Siddhartha. You know what I'm saying? He's like going to find himself in violence. No.
So I'll tell you who I felt for because he seems like a great kid. Aaron Pico, because Pico was doing everything right, it seemed like. And I know you're going to be like, Jason, well, he wasn't. He got fucking back elbowed. And you're like, okay, I understand. Because I did that one time, like, but man, it's almost like they're like, this guy was a great boxer. His boxing. And almost sometimes I feel like could work against you because when you're boxing, you're not waiting for spinning back elbows to come at you. And it seems like Pico wrestling was good. He looked solid. It's funny that these Bellator guys are coming in with such hype because they're throwing the Bellator guys into the co-main events on cards that all these UFC guys. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if that was in their contract or what happened.
What do you
But
mean?
like it seems
What do you
like
mean?
the
That's a
Pitbull.
bit of a joke. You put the guy from the rival promotion up against a bad motherfucker on their first showing out. You know what I mean?
It
You
makes
kinda-
UFC look that much better. You're saying?
Yeah, that way Dana gets to stroke his own. You know what I mean? After everybody.
But
Like,
it's already the roast is done. They had folded.
Oh, I know, but it's just it's not about that. You get what I'm saying? It's about something deep. It's about, you know what? Essentially what I'm saying is he wants to kill his father and fuck his mother.
Oh, what? Don.
A little edible reference, like it.
Is it edible or Oedipus?
Oedipal conflict, yes.
Yeah, Oedipus, not edible. You're saying
Oedipal conflict.
Isn't it Oedipus conflict?
Oh, no, I'm having an edible complex.
Oh,
Oedipal conflict from the character Oedipus.
Oh, okay.
I'm a nerd.
Right. Oh, maybe you're right. You're right. Yeah, look, you're the Broadway guy. You would know. So, but yeah, man, Pico. I still think he's got. I don't know if he. People think maybe he's a little skinny
look,
or-
if that wrecked his chin, then fuck.
but I don't know if his chin was already a little suspect. He's lost 5 times.
And that's been a back
all by knockout.
Yeah. Well, then there you go. Well, now we know. Here's the thing. Now he knows what his big weakness is. You know what I mean? And he has to adapt his game if he wants to extend his career. Because now, if you get hit with a good one, and not that spinning back elbow was not hard. It was fucking hard. But, you know, if you know that that's part of your game, you have to defend your neck. You know, defensive responsibility becomes another layer. Like, you have to really be defensive because taking risks like that, he was in that zone with his hands down, kind of wonky anyway. He should have either been pushed up against the guy or shoulda, woulda, coulda. You know, he made the guy. You know, we're losing track here. Aaron Pico, who's the guy who got him? What's that guy's name?
The guy Leron Murphy, who's 17-0. Yeah.
Oh, here, man.
7-0, Jesus.
That's a big statement right there, and I think we're going to be seeing more of that guy.
17-0. Yeah, I mean he's and then Jeff Neal lost by spinning back elbow the fight before, like literally. And I'm wondering if the guy saw it on the monitor and said, "I'm going to try that too."
Guys definitely do that. People fuck around in the back and talk. Yeah, it's like a weird vibe back there where you're all like pumped up and anxious, and the screen is on there. You lose yourself in it, and then you do get inspired by, oh, this guy did that. You know, it really it's a different vibe back there.
And then my boy Chase Hooper lost, which sucked.
Oh no, I missed that fight.
This fight. Tell me what happened. I couldn't say.
I'm gonna go. He got knocked out.
Yeah, I think he got a little too confident in his striking and got knocked out by Alex Hernandez. Just walked into a big one. You know, I think these guys like they're Chase Hooper.
Oh, I was talking about the fluffy fight. Oh yeah, Chase Hooper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, I call that the fight. I didn't even realize that was the fight. Yeah, man. That's why. Look, the thing is that Fluffy can grapple so good that what you know.
No, it's not Fluffy. It's a different Hernandez. Fluffy was a week before. It was this other guy. Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's just like striker from Texas who's just had an up and down career so far, but
stupid hair.
No, that was the week before. That was.
Did they was Chase Hooper set up to win to beat this guy, and it just didn't work out that way, or was this guy?
Well, I think he's one of these guys that like beats guys he's not supposed to win, again loses to guys that he seems to one of those guys because he was on a tear and then he lost to Donald Cerrone a couple years ago and then he kind of got set back and then he like knocked out Beneil Dariush but then lost to he's one of these guys that like wins and yeah. So yesterday the PFL Fabian Edwards won the second time. He won against Dalton Rosa, so he got $500,000. PFL does a weird thing now where like some of the fights are for the championship and then they throw in other fights that aren't. It's just kind of strange. But Shoeface won again for the second straight time, second year. Bryce Meredith, which sucks. That's the guy we've had him on the podcast.
Yeah,
NCAA champ, runner up, just a fucking badass. He got knocked out by some kid that's 9-0-1. And then Impa won. It was some good fights. Did you guys follow what happened on the Contender last week?
no, what happened?
So this heavyweight that was, I guess, in the NFL or didn't make it to the NFL, or I didn't actually see his fight. I saw the press conference afterwards, and that's sort of like becoming that was sort of anyway. I'm gonna play it. This dude is hilarious. I mean, he's definitely entertaining. He pissed off a lot of people because I guess he made some homophobic stuff beforehand and some other things that he said that like people were mad about. But here, let me see what I could show you. But here's the guys after he won. Share screen, right? So let's see. I'll show you this guy. That can you guys see? Hold on. All right, ready and action. Can you guys see this?
Yeah, he stole Don's underwear.
Dana White have decided to get rid of this unentertaining heavyweight division. And instead, we're going to create the Incredible Hulk division. But my opponents won't be these lazy, boring heavyweights. My opponents will be sex traffickers, pedophiles, rapists. Hell, you can even throw the transgenders in there. Line them all up. And one by one, I give them a good old American beatdown inside the octagon to show the world that there's consequences for these types of behaviors in America. I get his partner.
So this guy's Josh.
Hey,
Oh my God.
so wait, what is this after Dylan Daniels' first or second fight?
This is Josh Hokett. He won. He's 6-0, 3 knockouts, 3 wins, and he got a contract. And with the UFC, someone said it's like a Key and Peele sketch. I mean, I was with him until why do you want to fight transgenders?
I know that's so bad.
He just wanted to get clicks, dog. This guy's clever, man. I like him. Yeah.
I mean, I think we have to watch this again.
White
I mean,
have decided to get rid of this heavyweight division, and instead, we're going to create the Incredible Hulk division. But my opponents won't be these lazy, boring heavyweights. My opponents will be sex traffickers, pedophiles.
I mean, that's good. That's cool. Like
get
sex
rid of
traffickers,
this.
pedophiles.
Unentertaining. Opponents won't be these lazy, boring heavyweights. My opponents will be sex traffickers, pedophiles, rapists. Hell, you can even throw the transgenders in there. Line them all up. And one by one, I give them a good old American beatdown inside the octagon to show the world that there's consequences for these types of behaviors in America.
Wow. Yeah. I feel like everyone was with them until transgenders. At that point, they're like, what? Every transgender person needs a beatdown?
Game time. NFL playoffs. One of the greatest things you could do is go to an NFL playoff game, okay? You get to go with other fans. You have fun. You take your family. Listen, Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets for events even easier. Game Time filters out the fluff to show you only the incredible deals on great seats. You don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets to find the best value, okay? Make it you can save time, and saving time is money. Time is valuable, all right? You pick an upcoming game, you browse through the ticket deals on Game Time Picks, and it's so easy. I do it all the time. I go to concerts on with Game Time. I go to NFL games. I go to WNBA games. Okay, you can go to MMA events. All right, they have curated deals that make it easier to find the best price to get great seats. They have the super deal, which is the best value for that event. You get the seat views, so you don't like stuck behind a goalpost or you're sitting in the parking lot, whatever it is. They have the lowest price guarantee, and they have event cancellation protection, job loss protection, etc. All right, go to Game Time Picks. All right, they make it easier for sports, concerts, comedy, theater. They have all-in pricing, you get the seat views, you get ticket coverage, and you get the lowest price guarantee, or Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. What are you waiting for, people? Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use the code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. That's right. Create an account, redeem your code CLNS for $20 off. All right. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. I'm telling you, it's awesome. You're going to thank me later. Check it out right now. Don, what are your thoughts about this guy?
So, you know, I think he's great. He stole Randy Savage's gimmick, you know, the Macho Man gimmick. You just got to do something about his voice. His voice is terrible. And it's a little high pitched. Still too high pitched.
You need to go to the Don Frye School of Voice Acting.
Yeah, God damn it.
Yeah.
The transgenders, God damn it.
Mayhem, what are your thoughts about this guy?
Well, look, it's like he stuck some conservative talking points into ChatGPT. If he knows who he is, he's just playing a character who's playing Macho Man Randy Savage poorly. I don't know. I think he's gonna get fucked up with that card get through a speech. You know, there's so many thoughts there that are just bubbling out of my head. But I want if he's a heavyweight and he talks like that, well, fucking bring him to Derek Lewis. Let's see this go down. Perfect.
Oh, that would be the ultimate trash.
That'd be great.
White guy, black guy. Oh, we're gonna sell tickets, baby. Let's do it in Saudi Arabia.
Oh man, I mean,
you also look at the bright side. You got a new guest for Gutfeld.
Yeah, but I mean, like, why does he? Okay,
or Mayhem. What the fuck?
Well, why does it have to be an Incredible Hulk division? Why can't he fight them in the heavyweight division? Like, I think,
buddy, that's what ChatGPT spit out on the first try, and he already started singing it in the mirror. So it was too late. He actually edited that out, but he help it. It just came out of his mouth on stage.
And how many transgenders are in the heavyweight division that are going to fight him? I mean, there's a lot, or in the Incredible Hulk division. Like, why did I don't think Dana doesn't. Why not tell people that are going to go on, Don?
I said, I don't want to know how many trannies you got.
There's that guy Derek Lewis knocked out.
Oh man, yeah. This dude is like, but he got the contract. I would love to see Dana's face after he gave him the contract, and then someone plays him that he must have been like. I mean, Dana must have been like,
buddy. He looks a little too buff. You know what I'm saying? For a heavyweight, I think he's gonna get fucked off by any big heavyweight because I don't know. He was standing there next to a girl looking pretty medium sized. You know what I mean? He's like
football. I mean, he came from football. He came from NFL.
Oh, that's why. That's why he had a cup of coffee with the Bills.
Yeah, he can't. You're right. He came from the NFL.
I think he should fight Derek Lewis in a wig. I think that'd be the best match ever. Derek Lewis puts on a wig.
He took off his underwear. He said, "My dick was tough."
So, are you guys following these Fat Joe stories on the internet?
No.
Oh yeah, bro. Listen, as soon as I opened my phone, I had to lean back.
Dude, so Fat Joe is on a podcast, and all he does is tell stories that people say are made up, and at one point he said he beat up and robbed the whole 7th grade. Right. Like he said he took everyone's stuff to the point where people were helping him give him carry the stuff. It was too much to carry. And now now there's a whole genre of people doing Fat Joe stories at Fat Joe. And I just want to say it's the greatest thing I've ever seen. Other than, you guys know who Little Boosie is?
Yeah.
Okay, he's a rapper from New Orleans. He's got a couple big hits. Really funny rapper, and it had some really good songs. Anyway, so he's in a feud with Kanye West, and they're going back and forth. Let me see if I can find this. Here we go. Because the first thing I thought was, what would you guys think about this? All right, here. I know this is very organized podcast. Here we go. So here's the little. Can you guys hear this? Hold on.
Man, to everyone, let this be a lesson.
You guys hear this?
Yeah.
Make you go against God's favor. For my entire life, every stupid ass bum N-word I never barely even heard of that come out the woodwork, coming for me, something bad always happens to them.
That's how I feel about me. That's how I feel about me. Ain't nobody come out the woodwork, man. You're a professional dick sucker, bro. Like, come on. If you suck dick over 6 years, you're gonna be a professional dick sucker. You enjoy a dick in your mouth. Like, simple as that, you know?
Yeah.
And I heard him come back to him, Boosie stinks. I laughed myself. That's all you can come back with? Boosie stinks and
he said, I know that N-word smells poor and I've never met him. That N-word is poor. What the fuck am I talking about? Smell?
I'd rather be all that than have a dick in my mouth.
He took a piece of shit and made him talk shit.
Yep, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm all that, Kanye. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But you are gonna be known for, you know, like when he's like, that is just, you know, I don't want to dwell on it, but, and I'm not finna go back and forth with a dick suck. If he never suck no dick, I'll go back.
He saved it, you know.
That ain't going under my resume, bro. I'm not going back and forth on no ground with no dick sucker. I don't give a fuck how rich you are. You a dick sucker. You can have all the money in the world. You like pipe in your mouth. That's not finna be on my record. No more Kanye questions. Fuck it. No more Kanye questions. You know, I'm a real one, man. I ain't finna have that shit on my legendary status. Who's on arguing with? No, shit no. I'll argue with Kanye West, but I'm not arguing with Kanye the Dixon. I'm not. I can't win that battle because you still confident out of putting a dick in your mouth. You the confidentest motherfucker in the world. I can't beat you, bro. I can't beat you, bro. Like, you can say whatever you want about me. You can say whatever you want about me. But when I remember your name, in my mind, I can say everybody else's mind. But when you come to mind, you know, because when you used to come to mind, I'd be like, that nigga Kanye dropped the best album ever, probably. Graduation. That's what I used to be thinking about. Shit, you fucked my head up and told me you was a pro. You confessed that you was a pro. Fuck on, man.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Now,
Jason, your thoughts?
Listen, all of you stand-up comedians wish we could have a tenth of that fucking swagger. We just got out a fucking punchline after rambling about nothing for fucking 16 seconds. You know what I mean? And then suddenly a dick suckle. And like just wag. He didn't even say anything funny. He just said dick suckle. It's really good.
I mean, well, he was a pro though. That's the thing. He said it's not even, I mean, but that's kind of true. What was that, Bill?
Wait, I don't get the reference. So he's a pro.
Right,
what?
so Kanye West said that his cousin made him suck his dick for like ages 8 to 12 or whatever it was.
I didn't know that. When that come out?
Yeah, it was the song that had the best fucking hook.
So then him and Boosie are in a feud. So he's like, look, you suck the dick and you're confident. How can I beat you? You're a professional dick sucker. I can kind of see where he's coming from. Sort of like the 8 Mile thing of like, if you make fun of yourself, nobody else can make, like if you're confident after sucking a dick, I mean, I could sort of see where he's, Don, what are your thoughts about this?
Jeez. You know, I think I spot on. If you've been sucking dick for 6 years, you're a pro. You know, and thing is, why would you tell anybody? Why the fuck would you tell anybody?
Yeah, I mean this is all true. This is all true. All right, so let's get back
Something
to
you lock up and you get rid of. You know, you dispose of, and you hope nobody finds out.
Yeah, that's why I suck dick in silence.
Yeah.
Jason, you are one of the most brilliant people. Just what I think.
Go look at the comment section of Story Wars. They fucking hate me.
Oh, fuck that, dude. I don't care.
The comment section where?
Don't read any comment section, Jason. We learned our lessons with that.
No, fuck that, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro.
I do. I have to not give a fuck. I have to not care because I'm like, it's going to get in my head. Then I'm going to be doing something live and thinking about comments and filtering myself out. And I'm not going to give the best performance I could possibly give because I'm letting people control what I'm doing. You're better than me.
No, I'm better than you. I already got past that stage.
Yeah.
Long time ago, I was like that. Now I'm like, ha ha ha. Like, I will actively argue with every comment and then completely forget about it.
That's a beautiful place to be in. I don't think me and Adam will ever be there.
No.
Not fine. Like the whole Brennan shop thing, I can't do that to me, bro. I'll lean into it. I'll be right in your face, bro. I don't give a damn. Like,
I just find that I get myself into a negative. I get myself into a negative space.
Don't do that. You're fucking excellent comedian. You've been so for a good long time. So there's no need to listen. It's too late. You're already number one show at fucking nighttime. So what?
Yeah.
Test out, dog.
Yeah.
No, but it goes deeper than that. It goes back to childhood issues, Mayhem.
Yo, man, hit me in the fucking head and fucking stomped on me and shit. No, I'm just fine. Well adjusted, even.
So
that's why, because you got your head stopped.
So tomorrow, Johnny Walker is the main event. He's the guy who, another guy, wins all kinds of fights. I think he's gonna loses to guys that whatever, his chin's a little strange, keeps his chin up. Exciting guy. He's the guy that celebrated but breakdancing after a fight one time and pulled his shoulder out. He's fighting a guy named Zhang Mingyang. It's the main event. It's at 6 o'clock in the morning because it's in Shanghai, China. So that
fucked up guy, Zhang Zhejiang, bro. That's a tough fight. I know that Zhang guy. I mean, I've seen a clip of him. That guy is a beast.
Now the fights that I want to see.
You got to go with the Chinaman.
The fight that I really want to see is Brian Ortega versus Aljamain Sterling.
Oh, wow.
That's on this card. But Ortega had to go to the hospital because of the weight issue. So now it's a 153 catch weight.
Yeah, like he was already dying. And everybody on the internet was saying, this guy's eating McDonald's and shit all the time. I'm like, oh, okay. You need a nutritionist if you're a professional fighter. Jesus.
Ortega's kind of a strange dude. Like I can't seem to. I don't know. Like
he seems like a stubborn guy, So
I'll tell you what. He's banged some of the hottest women ever. Allegedly, Halle Berry, Tracy Cortez. I guess the list goes on. I think once you bang a really hot chick, like all the girls get competitive for that girl. It has nothing to do with you, or a little bit to do with you. It's like Machine Gun Kelly. And so it's like Pete Davidson bangs some supermodel, and all of a sudden like 10 line up because they want to be in that same vein. It's more about the them than it actually is you. I think Ortega sort of fell in that too. What were you saying, Jason?
Social climbing on your dong?
Yeah,
kind of
keeping up with the bones.
This is why you can't start with like a 6. You got to go for the 10 first. Because if you start with 6, you're going to go down to 4.
Yeah, you can't climb your way up from a 6.
No climbing your way up, and unless So
it's all downhill tumble from Megan Fox.
Fuck yeah, you're right. So I think Aljamain is going to win this fight. Jason.
Buddy, I don't know. Maybe he was playing the role Ortega with this like sleepy fucking stumble, like jet lagged ass fucking zombie face. Didn't make the weight. I fucked up a weight cut because of fucking time change as well. So maybe this guy just can't get it together. But when he's like fully hydrated and beastly fucking looking, I don't know, man. Maybe that extra fucking 10 pounds is gonna help him. Aljamain Sterling has always showcased like what? Excellent. What he does pretty good kicks, and he does. I mean, that's putting it light. But
great wrestler,
he has
good cardio, good chin.
Yeah, he's probably going to get out wrestled by Ortega, right? Maybe.
No. Aljamain was a D3 All-American.
So what's Ortega going to do to win? Nothing.
Ortega's got better grappling.
That's what I'm saying. Like what's
Aljamain's grappling is really good though too.
Yeah, so it's going to cancel each other out a little bit. So then we got stand up the feet situation. And is he a better boxer? Is Aljamain does that cool kickboxing shit?
They're kind of very similar, where they like have almost bad habits, like how Aljamain walked into a shop by Sean O'Malley, sort of.
Right. Okay, so here's the Vegas question: is it a 5 round of fucking pity, fucking pat, not really engage, or like grapple a bit? And is it 5 rounds?
I think it's 3 rounds. It's not the main event.
Does it go the distance? Is it 3 rounds? You know what I mean? Like it probably is, right?
Yeah. Don, who do you like in this?
Well, I like Ortega. I'm an Ortega fan, but I gotta go. I think Aljamain's probably gonna pull it off because Ortega's fucked mentally by not making weight.
Bill?
And if it's in China, the fucking food over there is gonna play hell with his fucking body. If you starve yourself and then you start dumping some Chinese food in there, you're gonna be sitting on the fucking toilet more than you will anything else.
And then also on this, Bill, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, what could you say is better than what Don said? I agree with what he said.
Got it.
Ortega's on the toilet.
Also on this card, this guy Waldorf Cortez Acosta, and I heard about this guy before he's in the UFC. He's a guy that was a minor league baseball player that used to throw 103-mile-an-hour fastballs, pitcher. So all his fucking punches are overhand rights. If it doesn't land that, he's 14-1, so he's won 14 times. But he's fighting Pavlovich, who's really good fighter. Is it too much? Too soon? But this guy's a pretty funny fighter because literally he just throws that fucking overhand right like a fastball.
Like a Chuck Liddell.
Yeah, like a Chuck Liddell. What was that?
He spams that overhand right. That's his whole.
Yeah.
To get up to this top level, he's got more stuff than that. Yeah, jiu-jitsu.
He really does.
But it's that good.
Fuck out. Wait, what weight is that?
Heavyweight.
Damn. Yeah. Well, see, in the heavyweight, you can get away with being a one-trick pony over there, I think. You know what I mean? If you're really good at one, it's kind of like UFC #2, like everybody has a chance.
Yeah.
And
then Mikel Pereira, who he's on this, he's on the undercard. He's a guy that was in the Brazilian circus that does the flips and all kinds of crazy shit.
Oh, yeah. Capoeira and shit.
Yeah. Then he said he was training with cows in Brazil. I don't know how that's possible. But he's fighting Kyle Dawkins. That could be a good fight. I mean, that guy, I don't think that guy's ever been in a boring fight in his life.
Wait, what do you mean training with cows? What does that even mean?
Training with cows. I don't even know. I have no idea what that means. How do you train with a cow?
Guys, the shit out of beef. You know what I mean? Choke the cow, bro. You can choke a cow. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like little steers, underhooks on the fucking you get your legs.
No, they're underhooks. They're underhooks.
Yeah, underhooks. Oh, that's good.
Anyway.
So, okay, we got to talk about.
Can't be the bovine puns.
Hey.
So Jake Paul, everyone was saying he's fighting Anthony Joshua, who's this dangerous heavyweight. He's coming off a loss. But we're like, oh my God, this is a real heavyweight. Jake Paul walked around 210, 220. And then Joshua said he was in. Frank Warren, I think his name is, the promoter. Next thing you know, it comes out. Jake Paul is fighting Tank Davis, who's undefeated champion at 135 pounds. It's going to be on Netflix. Now, Tank Davis has been to jail a couple times for domestic issues. I don't know. I got arrested. I don't think he served any time. He seems like I watched the documentary. He's like a guy that came from really was sleeping on floors and came from a really bad area in Washington, D.C. Or I'm getting them all wrong for the fact checkers, but you understand what I'm saying. fucking came across it, really worked his way up. But he's 135 fucking pounds. So he probably cuts from 150. He's a smaller guy. I mean, he's a shorter guy. Jake Paul is going to be cutting from why even cut at this point? What are you going to? He's only going to have an 80-pound weight advantage as opposed to 100. like what? And the problem is these fucking morons on the internet are like, oh, Tank Davis is going to fuck him up. Oh, he's going to knock him out. Like,
I think we might.
He's got 100-pound fucking 100 pounds.
Listen, he's gonna be a bumblebee, bro. He's gonna be dancing all.
Yeah, he's gonna be much faster. Obviously,
Jake Paul is not gonna be able to fucking touch that guy, bro. I don't think he's gonna hit him solid.
Yeah, but even if this dude lands his best punch,
it's fine. Fine. He's gonna pepper him into hamburger, bro. He's gonna season his face like beef. Watch, he will. He will.
But
wow. Well, now we know why Netflix bought it because people, they're fighting about it.
Mayhem, you boxed before. You boxed. Is there a guy who was 135 pounds that could ever do any real damage to you?
No. They can hit you. They can hit you 100 fucking times, but it doesn't have any power to it. It's like getting bit by a mosquito 100 times.
Yeah, it's true. But what I'm saying is an accumulation of blows is going to happen. And before that, Jake Paul can touch him on the chin. He definitely is going to take damage in that fight because the Tank Davis has he's not a tank like in the normal sense. The guy floats and moves and he has good footwork. Yeah, I know he's a lot smaller and Jake Paul will eventually hit him, but in the early goings, he's going to get worked.
Yeah, but you don't think Jake's just going to do what Lennox Lewis used to do and just lean on the guy or Klitschko? And now he's going to have to carry on.
Of course. Obviously, look, if I'm coaching Jake, we're going to slow this guy down. You're not going to you're going to punch, clinch, punch, clinch. And hey, guess what? Jake Paul hired the referee, so he's going to let him clinch. It's going to be they're going to play I Had the Time of My Life. And then they're going to play another song. It's going to be a slow dance. The whole.
I mean, this guy is we're living in a fucking comic book because he fights a basketball player. Then he fights a bunch of guys at UFC who don't do boxing full time. Then he fights Mike Tyson, who's 67 years old. And now he's fighting a guy that's 100 pounds.
Rewind the tape. This motherfucker made a living on Vine. Okay, this motherfucker was on the Disney Channel. All right,
he was also a state qualifier wrestler. He was a fucking really good athlete.
I didn't even get to that part. You know what I'm saying? This little kid is the American dream, and it's fun to shit on Jake Paul. Because
you're like, okay, when are you going to fight a real boxer? Hey, and then you roll on a guy 120 pounds lighter than you.
Hey, he's doing that to troll boxing fans. He's going, ha, look how powerful I am.
And it's on Netflix, so I don't have to pay for it. And the thing is,
hey, Adam, your daughter Violet, you'd put her in there against Jake Paul for the right number.
I'm surprised. She's tough. My daughter Violet's fucking tough.
She went longer than Tyson.
Dude, I honestly but the thing is that the average person doesn't factor in weight classes. So they're going to go, oh, he's going to get the shit beaten out of him. It's Gervonta Davis. Because these guys all look bigger on TV. They all look fucking like animals on TV.
And the promotional poster, they're the same size.
Right. Yeah. So the average person's going to go.
Like, you know how many times girls ask me, oh, have you ever fought Conor McGregor? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
no, remember you were at my house watching the Mayweather fight, and both of us were just like, I can't believe this is fucking happening. The Logan Paul Mayweather. Because you forget how much. Look, when I was like 100-pound wrestler freshman year, they took some basketball player that was like 160, and my coach was like, our 103-pounder will fucking beat the guy, and the dude beat the shit out of me, fucking because he had 50 fucking pounds on me, and I was a freshman. Anyway, whatever. Maybe my senior year I would have fucked him up. But the point is that you realize when a guy has 100 pounds on you, like that's so fucking. That's a lot. That's so much weight. He only weighs 135 pounds. It's like his whole person. It's a whole human being plus 20.
Yeah. But I will say this: when I roll jiu-jitsu, there are black belts who are 135 who can mop the floor with me.
I know. Yeah, you're wrong, madam. You're like dumb and wrong.
Really?
The reality is a very technical fighter can actually, is it a 10-round fight? I think that the less rounds, I think favors Gervonta Davis. I'm serious.
No, I think Gervonta's going to win. I think he's going to win. There's no question whether he's going to win. I just think Gervonta Davis is going to win.
Yeah, it'll be a fucking all night.
But he's not going to hurt Jake Paul. And that's annoying. That's annoying to watch a guy have a 100-pound advantage where the guy can't hurt you.
Yeah, what's he going to do? Volume punch him?
I mean, he could cut him open. He could cut him open. He could break his nose.
He will cut him open. It probably will break his nose.
And maybe there's a rib, and a rib shot is a rib shot with 100 hits in the ribs really hard. Maybe he could kidney.
Like Dawn said, the guy's like a mosquito compared to him. He's gonna fucking, breaking a rib is gonna be tough, but like facial damage, he's a white guy. You cut easy, bro. It's like a thing that happens. Like he's gonna keep touching him at least with a hook. The guy does like a roll under hook that Jake Paul is like ripe for. He does like Jake Paul, man. If you watch like regular pro boxing and then you watch Jake, you see he punched way slower than a pro boxer.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I get it. That's what I'm. But it's just another gimmick fight.
Yeah, that's working.
Why are you trying to pretend that America doesn't love gimmicks, bro? You're like swimming against the tide.
You're right. Maybe you're all right. Now you're winning me over, Jason. With this. I'm going to watch this. You're 100% right.
America is one big gimmick. Come on.
So there's another guy, by the way. So this guy does these. This guy on TikTok does this fucking really good. He goes through all the old school UFC fights before they were before they were rules and shit. And I gotta say, Don, I kind of liked it better. Like, there's definitely
when you could fish hook and eye gouge and ball kick.
Well, just the fact that this guy, let me see if I can fucking get into here at least. This guy has this YouTube channel where he just goes, I don't know, he finds all these fights, and then you just realize how, Don, like, you're fucking nuts. The fact that you signed up for this, like, it just shows you how tough you are. But like, holy,
were there any rules, Don? Were there any rules when you first started fighting professionally? Like, you couldn't eye gouge ever, right? Or you could?
I didn't go eye gouging, but they were more guidelines than rules. Everybody did it anyways. But it happened. It happened.
So yeah, I mean, so some of these guys, though, this guy's hilarious. This guy's name is G-Man Rowe. So shout out to G-Man Rowe. He's only got 100. He's on TikTok, and the guy's doing some good shit right here. And he knows his stuff. And the fact that I think he's from England or Ireland. So whenever those guys talk, you assume that they actually know. So some of these are like worst beatdowns in history. So Don, did you know these guys? So this was I think this was your fight, Don, right? So
some of the worst beatings in UFC history. Part 9.
All right.
Thomas Ramirez. Thomas Ramirez came into the UFC at 41 years old and 410 pounds.
Yeah, this is you, Don.
He claimed that he was undefeated in 200 bare knuckle fights. He said that.
Okay, so Don, he said he was undefeated in 200 bare knuckle fights. Did you believe that or no?
No, I didn't believe it. I didn't even know I was fighting the guy because they switched him. I don't know who fell out, but he was a replacement. And I didn't even know it, until I got there and I saw the guy cross the cage.
So here we go.
He said that he was also trained in the Chinese martial art Pakuachan, which is also one of the martial arts that Jet Li is known to have.
Were you worried about his Pakuachan?
I used to have a Pakuachan. It was really cute.
See, Thomas Ramirez wasn't a fighter. He was a taxi driver in New York.
Don, you beat him a taxi driver in New York?
Really nice, Don. Real nice.
I don't know.
I told John McCarthy, I said, if I fall down, don't let this guy eat me.
Rico was born, or whether he just wanted his moment in the spotlight, or whether he just believed his own bullshit. But he was matched up against a future UFC Hall of Famer, Don the Predator Frye. And Don has talked about this fight in interviews. He said that he saw Thomas Ramirez raise his arm, and he just said that seemed to be the extent of his physical prowess. And
This guy is saying Don Frye lines and killing it.
Is that what you said, Don?
I'm inclined to agree with the guy. I mean, he's morbidly obese. And I'd wager he probably hasn't even won a single street fight, let alone 200. So I'm just going to let this fight play out.
Oh, he did land a jab on you, Don.
Yeah, he cracked my nose. And so I was like, I went lumbering out there, and he hit me. I said, wake up, Frye, you're in a fight.
Yep, exactly.
Well, he's out cold. Holy shit.
With that, Don Frye scored one of the quickest knockouts in UFC history. Even to this day, it's one of the quickest knockouts. And as you probably would have guessed, Thomas Ramirez never fought again in the UFC. And he's since faded into obscurity. I can't find any information about what happened to him or what he did after this fight. I mean, if he was still alive, he'd be between 70 and 71. And given his size, I don't think that's the case. I mean, if anyone can find any information on him, be sure to comment, because I couldn't for the life of me.
That took a second. Killing off obese people now.
So this guy has some channel. So we gotta watch.
Fat shaming.
This guy right here. Hold on. Some of these are fucking crazy. There we go. Worst beatings in UFC history, part 2. There we go.
One of the worst beatings in UFC history, part 2, Scott Morris. So we're going to be staying with UFC 2 for part 2, as kickboxer Patrick Smith, who lost to Ken Shamrock in the first UFC, takes on the ninjutsu specialist, the American Ninja, Scott Morris. So going into their quarterfinal bout.
So have you heard it? Do you remember watching this, Don?
Yeah, I remember watching this. I don't remember the whole thing now, but yeah, I remember watching the guy flop around on the floor bloody. That's about all I remember out of that fight.
The American Ninja.
But Scott Morris got submissions via guillotine in their round of 6. Patrick's
Ninja's supposed to be sneaky, but he's in front of a crowd facing you. So that's the problem, Ninjas attack you from behind.
I never even thought about that. Guy's the worst ninja.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the most exposed ninja ever.
Scott Morris getting a quick guillotine victory
He had a
over
good
the
guillotine,
18-year-old Taekwondo fighter, Sean Doherty. So immediately, Scott Morris goes and runs straight for Patrick Smith, and he gets him up against the cage, and he's looking for that takedown. And Scott Morris tries a lateral drop, but Patrick Smith defends.
Yeah, a lateral drop is usually not the thing to do in an MMA fight.
And now the 12-6 elbow to the head. Oof.
I've seen it work, though. I have seen it work.
At this point, Scott's trying to hold on, but Patrick Smith postures up, and he just starts unloading punches and elbows. And at this point, Patrick is just elbowing him into oblivion, and eventually just gets up and walks off.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
It isn't actually over. Technically, the fight is still going, and the reason why it's still technically going was because Big John was told that he wasn't allowed to step in and stop a fight. The only way he could stop it is if a fighter submits.
Oh my god!
Crazy, Mayhem. Did you know that?
Yeah, I heard this factoid before, and I just think it confirms my suspicions that John McCarthy's retarded.
If they were knocked out, or
whoa, look at his face.
In the towel. Now, because Scott Morris is still technically moving, he's not technically knocked out, and this is scary. This could have ended up being a really scary moment. Patrick Smith, being a consummate professional and not wanting to be responsible for murder, just steps off Scott Morris and starts celebrating, and eventually they're just like, yeah, fight's over. Sure. Thankfully, when UFC.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well,
that's wild.
And that shows the state of the sport at the time, where people who just didn't even know what they were into. Everything was like a movie from the 80s. Like everybody just thought that's what life was. And it
was like blood sport.
Worse, yeah.
Yeah. That's Crazy. So let's see what happens here. So you want
watching some other dude's TikTok, bro. I fucking can't.
Oh wow, Mayhem left.
No way. Oh, Mayhem.
Oh well, I guess Mayhem didn't want to watch. I just thought it was interesting. I was watching.
I think he was mad that none of his fights were on there.
Wow.
200 views. Mayhem's only got 200 views on his show, so he's pissed. Yeah, we're watching somebody else's show.
I don't. What do you want? You were in it. I thought it was interesting. Fucking.
It is interesting. It's fascinating.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Jason doesn't have to. It's okay. You don't want to watch it? Don't watch it. What the fuck you want from me?
I think he's fucking with you. I think he's just playing. I don't think he's actually mad.
I just thought it was good. Plus, I'm fucking exhausted, and I was trying to figure out what we can do because I'm fucking tired. But thanks, Jason, for getting mad about watching.
Mayhem had to go potty.
Yeah,
I don't think he was mad. I think he's playing.
Yeah, it's all right. Whatever. So
Mayhem don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Bill, what do you have coming up?
Just shows at the Laugh Factory. That's all. Saturday Hollywood Laugh Factory.
Nice. And then Don?
I gotta go back out to California to finish another independent film I was lucky enough to get in on, and
Nice.
And finish that up. Yeah, so I got real lucky. I got 2 independent films going right now. So
I think I got a film for you too, Don. I got a film for you as well.
Oh yeah.
No shit. Yeah, I'll tell you about it at some point.
Well, congratulations. I'll be in Edmonton this weekend, and got shows AdamHunterComedy.com. Touring with Russell Peters coming up all over Canada. Well, thank you guys. Love you guys, and
thank you. Love you.
Have a good weekend, man. Take care.